All right. Shalom. Shalom. Like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Paul Elohim La, Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Barakatah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Akim, the YAHAWAH'S listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, and the lesson is edifying. And as always, we come out on these highways and hedges, prophesy the downfall of America, prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is also known as the whore of Babylon, prophesy the downfall of the so-called white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of, salvation preached onto these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right? And we're going to go through the kind of through the spirit today. All right, and actually what I want to get into is a video that I was just, me and the brother was looking at. One of the brothers on Instagram had posted up a video of all these shelves that were literally just empty. No fruits, no vegetables, no milk, no eggs, none of that. All right, it was like literally like 2 sections that had like lemons and limes. All right, and you know, this is the time that we're coming into, man. Grab a Ecclesiastes, huh? Go ahead. All right. And hold on. And basically, this is the times that we entering into. Like, you know, everybody don't really know how bad the economy is falling right now. You know, just because you made it through the actual, you know, through the summer, people think that they're still in good deeds. All right. They see that victuals are being so good, cheap upon the earth, and they think themselves to be in good case. But, you know, at the same time, evil is multiplying upon the earth. Evil is growing upon the earth. All right. You got gas prices that have gone down a lot. You know, my house is $3.20 right now with gas. When it was last during the beginning of the summer in June, that shit was all the way at like 470 something, man. And now it's at 3. People think that they're going back to normal. It's at 5. That's right. And they on the earth at the end of the day. Then you got you know, with the food, a little bit on the food prices kind of going down. There's still inflation, but it's going down little by little. And people think because there's still food in the stores that it's not going to come to an actual store near you, man. These things are going to happen little by little. You got to understand that not everything is going to happen all at once. The way Esau does everything, he does everything in increments, man. A little bit here, a little bit there. By the time you realize, man, the whole entire United States is going to be a state. You see? Gradualism. That's right. It's all done through gradualism at the end of the day.
It doesn't like that to sneak it under your nose, man, so you don't really see it coming.
That's right. And they do it to make you think it's normal. Yeah. Because if they did it all at once, people are not going to be able to, you know, they're not going to be able to be how can I say it? They're going to go crazy. They're going to be like chickens with their heads cut off if it all happens all at once.
You guys are blindly accepting it.
That's right. That's right. Exactly what they're making you do. They're making you blindly accept that that's what it is. And little by little, you're gonna stop seeing these food banks with no more food. Because if there's no food coming in, all right, how are these food banks gonna have food? You know? And you're gonna have people that's gonna be donating and shit, but that shit's only gonna last so long.
There's gonna be areas where they keep food that no one can get, man. Only be get, man.
That's right.
But during the time of the devil, man, the Lord's gonna lead us to the place, man. All right? Because the elect gonna keep while everybody else is starving.
That's right. Go ahead, bring that out too. Bring it out.
This is 2nd Ezra 6:22.
That's right.
And suddenly shall the sowing places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Yeah, so that's prophecy that the sown places are going to suddenly be unsown, man. So you're going to see all these stores that once had all types of food in their stores, all of a sudden they ain't going to have no food, man. And it's going to be even less food when these people go crazy and they find out that there's no shipments coming in, and these people start robbing, looting these stores, all right? Because people going to be starving out here, man. Because iniquity abound, the love of many is going to wax cold. So people going to start bugging out here. It's going to stir up civil war between people, stirring up wars amongst the government, all right? And they're going to start breaking into all these, you know, you look at these little food houses here, man, these little food stores, all right? This is some This is some stupid shit on the strip right here. Look how they look now. You know, they look dead as hell. They're not opened up like that. And this is an actual this is actually Amalekite street right here, man. All these is Amalekite stores. You see, but you don't see them really having these stores open like that. Okay. And at the end of the day, they're gonna pick each other up because they're the ones that are you know, they're funded by their states, you know, with welfare and all that. You know, they stick amongst it, they stick with each other amongst themselves. They're not putting us involved with any of the shit that they got. You know, they hate us with a passion. You know, but all these sown places are gonna be suddenly unsown because the famine is coming, and we keep telling y'all that over and over and again. People think that is not gonna happen. Yes, I know. Nah, that's good on that. This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of their windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at that voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because men go into his long home, and mourners go about the streets. So, you know, pretty much everything is gonna fail out here, man. Okay? I know him. It says desire shall fail. So these people that desire to have an actual, you know, a career, all right, or desire to have a business opened up and being able to open their own business and survive out here, that's gonna fail, man. All of that's gonna fail. Your dreams, your hopes, all of that's gonna fail out here, man, because America is failing. All right, America's failing as a nation. All right, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, all right, how can the kingdom stand, man? You know, you got Satan against Satan that's standing up against each other right now. All right, so this place has to fall, man. It has to fail. And in order for these devils to bring in, all right, their new world order, the old world order has to be put out. The old world order has to fail. You see? But at the end of the day, even their new world order is going to fail because the Lord's going to lift up a standard against them. All right? So it says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. Yeah, because there's going to be no more employment out here, man. No more work. And you see it now. All right? Unemployment is at an all-time high. As a matter of fact, I heard some stupid the other day. Somebody, it was a commercial or something around my way, talk about that over, I think it was like over 12,000 jobs opened up. But it's bullshit because all you keep seeing is signs. Hiring now signs here, there. Yeah, help wanted. See, it's showing you that there's work, but do you see anybody working for them? No. Why? Because these people are telling you that they're hiring, but because things are expensive, they want to hire you for a very low cost. It's all a lie, exactly. So they want to get you, instead of you making a $20 an hour, you know, job, they're gonna tell you, well, we're hiring, but we're gonna give you $9 an hour, $10 an hour. You know, and that's not saying that's what they're giving. I'm just using it as an example, but that's why you continually keep seeing these signs saying now hiring, because so many people are out and there's so many signs that say not hiring, but why aren't people getting jobs? There's a reason for that, man, because everything that they're doing is under the radar telling you, you know what, you get $9, $10 an hour if you want to work. All right. And people ain't down for that shit. People going to work for what it's worth, because if you're going to get paid $9, $10 an hour, you're going to get paid $10 an hour just for you to go to work, put gas in your truck, put gas in your car just to get to work. But what are you going to do for the remaining of your bills, man? The remaining of your food, okay? So, going back into that, it says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sounding of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. Yeah, because if you look at America, America is a very noisy place, man. You constantly hear always machines be working, you know, people building houses and homes, all right? Constant people walking out. Like if you go to New York, man, that's a busy place. All right, you should. Back in the day, what was it, 3-4 years ago? You go to New York, you see people all over the streets, man, grinding. People trying to sell you something. You don't see that shit no more. All right, because everything is being brought low. All right, everything, all the jobs are seasoned. It says, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And we see that all the time happening. The music sucks out here. All right. These so-called, I mean, well, they're not so-called, but these celebrities, they're all dying. They're being brought down to naught. The Lord ain't playing with them. All right. Putting them to death left and right. So all this trashy music, all right, the daughters of music are being brought low on a low scale, man. You hear the same shit over and over. All right. So that's the Lord bringing this place down to its destruction. Babylon will fall whether you see it or not, man. And if you don't see it fall, it's because you're going to fall with it. Got son? No. All right. So going back to what we were saying, you know, we saw that whole video where it was just literally nothing inside these stores, man. Grab it's in 2nd Ezra 16, where it says this should be it should be famine. All right. And I'll grab this is Lamentations. Block it. This is Lamentations 4. All right, we got it.
All right. 2nd Ezra 16 and 8. No, 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are set as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yeah, so that's going to be sent to you as plagues upon the earth, man. Scourges. All right. And what did it say after that?
Behold, victuals shall be.
No. What did it say after after the scourges? They should not be mindful.
Oh yeah, they shall not be mindful and not turn from their wickedness.
Yeah, see, here it is that the Lord is putting the scourges upon the earth, famine, death, destruction, plagues, all of that. And they're still continuing in their wickedness, man. They're still not taking heed to the Lord.
Yeah, because the Lord said the way it was back those days will be the same way today, man.
That's right. So they're not taking heed to the signs that YAHAWAH'S is giving our people. And our people are always asking about a sign, you know. But what the Lord said, you know, you can discern the skies, you can discern the weather and all that, but you can't discern the times of what time frame we in, man. We ain't got to sit here and tell you this shit day to day, man. You can just see what's happening right in front of your face. You can see what's happening right on the news. You can see what's happening when you look on social media. All right. I hate to say it, but you know, when you go to Instagram and things like that, man, that's got the best news ever, man. Because you get that raw footage of what they're not going to show you out in the actual social media and the news, man. Okay. So going into, come on, let me grab it here. Going into Lamentations 4:9. All right, because this is coming right. This is gonna literally be right. Grab Baruch 2 and 3. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. You guys still meet on that, but hold on, Baruch 2. Yeah, Baruch 2 and 3. But yeah, you can bring that out.
It says right here, for verse 22. Oh, no, I started at 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think to themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
So you had the scripture was just telling you that they were still not turning away from their wickedness, and they will continue in their wickedness. But then in the midst of that, all right, evils is still going to be growing upon the earth, even while victuals are being so good cheap. You see? So while things are going down, evils is increasing. All right? Bringing you into what? Great confusion, it said?
Yeah.
Great confusion. You know? And that's what this place is. That's how you know it's talking about Babylon the Great, because Babylon goes back into Babel, which means confusion. This place is all about confusion at the end of the day, man. Go ahead.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine.
See, so many of them are going to perish from famine that dwell upon the earth, man. You got, let me grab that real quick. In Ezekiel, I believe Ezekiel 5. Ezekiel 5 and yep. I'll start from the top. From 2, it says, thou shalt, let me just start from the top. Give me 1 second, actually. Let me start it from, yeah, I'll just start from 12. You know what? I'll just start from the top. And thou son of man, take thee a sharp knife, take thee a barber's razor, and cause it to pass upon thine head, upon thy beard. Then take the balances to weigh and divide the hair. Thou shalt burn with fire a third part in the midst of the city when the days of the siege are fulfilled. And thou shalt take a third part and smite about it with a knife, and a third part thou shalt scatter in the wind, and I will draw out a sword after them. Thou shalt also take therefore a few in number and bind them in thy skirts. Then take of them again and cast them into the midst of the fire and burn them in the fire, for thereof shall a fire come forth into all the house of Israel. And thus saith the Lord Yahweh, this is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the nations and countries that are round about her. And she has changed my judgment into wickedness more than the nations, and my statutes more than the countries that are round about her. Yeah, because our people have overpassed the deeds of the wicked. You see, our people are actually more wicked than these actual nations, man. Here,
That's why the Lord said, you of your father the devil, man.
that's right. And what you see is that the heathens are the ones that taught us to walk in that wickedness, man. All right, and now we actually are more wicked than them. That's why these heathens, they got to teach us how to be wicked no more. We're so much wicked than they are, more wicked than they are now. All right, well, to the point they're actually following after our wickedness. You see, and then it says, then take of them again and cast them into the midst of the fire. Oh, Salakia 6. And she has changed my judgment into wickedness more than the nations, and my statutes more than the countries that are round about her. For they have refused my judgments and my statutes, they have not walked in them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because ye multiplied more than the nations that are round about you, and have not walked in my statutes, neither have kept my judgment, neither have done according to the judgments of the nations that are round about you. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I, even I, am against thee. I will execute judgments in the midst of thee in the sight of nations. And I will do in thee that which I have not done and whereunto I will not do any more the like, because of all thine abominations. And that's why the Lord's going to destroy this place on a high level that has never been seen before. And he's never going to have to do it again. All right? Because once the Lord's through with us, you're going to learn to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You're going to learn to keep his law, statutes, and commandments, but he's going to put it in our actual inward part. Yeah, I think it's getting wet back a bit. If I'm getting wet, yeah. I know I'm getting, that's definitely getting wet. All right? Go back if you want. So go on. You don't want to make you grab, I was right here anyway. All right? So going back, 10, it says, therefore, the father shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers. And I will execute judgments in thee, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into all the winds. You see, because you're going to have, 1/3 that's going to be, you know, devoured by the sword. 1/3 that's going to be devoured by the by actual starvation, famine, and 1/3 is going to be devoured by the nuclear missiles, man. Okay, it says, "Wherefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, surely because thou hast defiled my sanctuary with all thy detestable things, and with all thine abominations, therefore will I also diminish thee, neither shall mine eye spare, neither will I have any pity. A third part of thee shall die with the pestilence, and with famine shall they be consumed in the midst of thee, and a third part shall fall by the sword round about thee, and I will scatter a third part into all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them. Thus shall mine anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them, and I will be comforted. And they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that has spoken it in my zeal when I have accomplished my fury in them. It says, moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee in the sight of all that pass by. You see? So it's all about this the destruction that's coming upon the earth, man. All right? The sword, the famine, all right? The pestilence, the nuclear missiles. This is things that's going to come whether you like it or not, man. The Lord has declared these things from the beginning, and they're all going to come to pass. Yeah, son? Oh, yeah, go back to that, what you was going.
There's for many, 2 Ezra 16 and 22, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Yeah, and that's going into those great miseries. All right, let me just grab that real quick to back the brother up. That's going into those great miseries, man. That's going to happen to our people. 2 Ezra 8 and 50. Get there. 2 Ezra 8 and 50, and it says, man. 2 Ezra 8 and 50, and it said, damn, for real? Thought I had one more. 8 and 50, and it says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the land, because they have walked in great pride. You see, because they have walked in great pride, now great miseries is going to come upon them. This is one of the great miseries, man. You know how bad it is to starve out here without any food, without any water, all right, which is even worse when you don't have water. So you could go a little bit without starving, without food, you can starve and have water and you'll be all right. But once you don't have any water, that's it, you're done. See? All right.
Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
And that's heavy because it said, and no man shall comfort them. All right, ain't gonna be nobody to save you. And a lot of you women are gonna be the victim to this, man. All right, because you wanted it exactly because 2/3 of our people, most of them is women. So a lot of women gonna starve out here, man. A lot of women gonna have to eat their children. All right, but once they eat their children, what you gonna do next? All right. It said what? It said a man what?
It said, and there shall be no man to comfort them.
Yeah, there's gonna be no man to comfort you.
For the earth shall be wasted.
Yeah, the whole earth is going to be wasted. And that's heavy. That says no man is going to be there to comfort you, because you women always talk about you don't need a man, you don't need this, you don't need that. All right. But the Lord said that the man's going to be a hiding place from the wind, from the time of destruction. All right. He's going to make a man more finer than gold. All right. But you ain't going to have a man in that day to help you out. Go ahead.
There shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
The city's going to be cast down. It's going to be sieged, man. All right? Where you're not going. When we say the city's going to be sieged, That means this place is going to be on total lockdown, under control of the government. All right? The government's going to be yanking you out of your homes. All right? It's going to be taking you to FEMA camps. When you get to the FEMA camps, they're going to separate you from your actual children. Okay? They're going to separate you from your loved ones. They're going to put you, each person is going to be tried in their faith to see if you're going to take this charagma or not. All right? And most of these people are going to line right up for that. And once you line up for that charagma, you're going to be doomed anyway, man. Go ahead. Let me go into Lamentations 4. All right? This is Lamentations 4. Go to Isaiah 9. Yeah, you can hold that too. Isaiah 9 is like 21 around there. All right, this is Lamentations 4 and 9, and it says, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for the want of fruits of the field." And to see, this is how they're going to be able to get you, man, because you're going to run down to Egypt for help. All right. The Lord said as a curse that our people will run down to will go to Esau, basically, for the want of all things. We will go to our enemies for the want of all things. And that's going to be one of the things they're going to do. They're going to starve your ass, and they're going to make you run down to Egypt for help at the end of the day. All right, go ahead.
Isaiah 9 and 20. And he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry. And he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied.
Yeah, because people going to literally be eating themselves out here, man. Because cannibalism is going to be in play, man. If cannibalism is going to be a popular thing, you're going to see people out here. If you ever seen Bird Box, you know, these Resident Evil movies and things like that. You know, Book of Eli. There's so many different movies where they show you how people were pretty much chasing people down just to catch a human to eat. You see? It's going to be a natural thing to eat somebody in those days, man. Go ahead.
And he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied.
So you're going to be eating yourself, and you're still not going to be satisfied. Go ahead.
They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm.
Yeah, you're going to be eating yourself out here, man. Your own friends is going to turn against you, man. Enemies is going to join together just to eat somebody, man. People going to be, they're going to be, imagine that. You have beef with another person, but because y'all both hungry, y'all going to team up, you know, just to go catch somebody, just to eat. That's how it's going to be in those days, man. Crazy as hell. Go ahead.
I got Baruch. Go ahead. Baruch 2, I start from the top. Therefore, the Lord has made good his word, which he pronounced against us and against our judges that judge Israel, and against our kings and against our princes and against the men of Israel and Judah, to bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven.
That's right.
As it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter.
Exactly. So you're going to have to eat your own children, man. Your own children going to be victims to be eaten at the end of the day. Because the parents going to look at each other like what? It's either me or them. I might as well eat my children. They my own children. You see? They my own children. I got to survive before them.
They right here, right now.
It's going to be serious out here, man. And see, people still keep laughing and thinking that shit is a joke until when they put in that situation, then they're going to be crying upon the Lord. They're going to be trying to call the Lord. Oh, God, why? Why me? This and that. And meanwhile, while you saying all that, you're still not going to be saved, man, because you're calling upon the wrong name. You know? So go ahead, you was going to say something?
Yeah, they laugh at us because we say things like that, man. Oh, that's never going to happen.
Say, man. That's right. Grab my servant shall eat. That's in Isaiah. I think it's Isaiah 65. This is Lamentations 4 and 9. Back to where I was at. 1 second. My this shit. Satan already messing with my shit. Don't let me load it up. Block it. Give me 1 second. Not loading up on my there you go. Lamentations 4:9, and it says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. So it's gonna be better for you to die by Esau's sword, man. It's gonna be better for you to die by the martial law troops, man, that come run up on your house, okay, than to actually starve out here. All right. It says, they that be slain with hunger, Salakia, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these find a way stricken for the want of all fruits of the field. The hands of the pitiful women, all right, the pitiful women, this is why we continually tell you, arise you women that are at ease, man, because terrible things are about to happen unto you, man, because you were being pitiful the whole time. You wanted to be a whole, smut. You want to have, this feminism empowerment over men. All right, you want to continue to rule over your men and think that we ain't shit. All right, you want to continue walk around with your little ornaments and your pride. All right, well, the Lord has called you a pitiful woman, man. So it says what? It says the hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children, meaning what? They have boiled them up. All right, because that's what it means to sodden, to boil your women up. All right. Yeah, the brother put it out, 65:13, right? So it says, the hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. See? So your children became your actual meat. All right? But see, we're not going to have to worry about things like that because the Lord's going to have our backs. All right? The Lord's going to be watching over us, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Exactly. So you're going to be ashamed for being against the Heavenly Father, for being anti-Hamashiach, but we're going to actually be enjoyed.
You're going to be ashamed for going against everything he told you. You be like them brothers right the whole entire time, and you're gonna feel some type of way, man. You're gonna feel ashamed, man.
That's right.
You're gonna be like, damn, man, what have I done? You know?
All
right. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a lot of people howling for vexation of spirit. And here it is the whole time. We were vexed through the spirit, all right, for all the wickedness that was going on. We were vexed through the spirit for the things that we had to suffer. But now when the time comes that you're suffering off of starvation, you want to sit there and you want to be vexed in your spirit now. You see? But your spirit ain't gonna matter at that time, man, because the Lord had the door open onto you, man. Matter of fact, I wanted to bring this out. Talk about the famine. The birds is gonna eat before your ass, basically, man. Because the Lord gonna make sure that it's gonna be meat for the birds, man. All right. Well, all these dead carcasses is gonna be out here. You're gonna have these birds eating over you. All right. This is 19:17, and I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying, "To all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of men, both free and bond, both small and great." You see? So when the time of the destruction, all right, missiles, people dying, all right, 2/3 is dying, all right, the sword taking you out, the famine, hey, these birds is gonna be eaten, man, on a whole nother level. All right, and ultimately they're gonna be eaten at the end real well. Because when Babylon's destroyed, all right, and this place is disintegrated, this is gonna be a place that's never gonna be inhabited again. So you definitely gonna have what? You know, the ravens, the vultures are gonna be eaten, you know, the lizards, okay? So it's crazy that You're going to die of famine, but everything else is going to be good. All right? And that's of the Lord. That's the Lord's animals, man. So the same thing with us. As a matter of fact, grab that. That's in Matthew, I want to say, where it says that the birds eat. So are you not much more important than them? I think it's 20. I want to say, damn, it's 25. I don't think it's 25. I'll grab it right now. If I can find it. Mark. I don't know if I have the mark, but I know I got it in there real quick. How much more how much more are you important? I think it's might be. Give me 1 second, Salakia. Haven't got to that one in a while. Oh yeah, this is 6. Yeah, 6 and 31. I got it. It says I'll start from 30. It says, wherefore if Yahweh so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or withal shall we, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. Actually, that was not the one. Yeah, it might be. But that's a good one too, though, because the Lord's telling you. All right, see the Gentiles, which is meaning these other nations and our people that are following after the heathenistic ways, man. All right, they're gonna be complaining of how they're gonna eat. All right, how they're gonna be saved, how they're gonna be able to continue on to the next day. But we're not gonna be thinking about that, man. Because it says right here, it says, therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink? And that's what it says, though. It says, take no thought, what shall we eat? It might be in a different book. It says, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. You see? So everybody else is going to be seeking these things, but the Lord knows exactly what we want at the end of the day. Is it that? It might be, yup. Is it 6:25? Yup. You're right. He was right up there. Over it. Go ahead.
All right. Matthew 6 and 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, for yet your body, what ye shall put on.
Yeah, so we're not going to, same thing like it was just saying when I was reading it. We're not going to have to worry about what we're going to eat, what we're going to drink, if we're going to have clothes, if we're going to take a shower, any of that, man. Go ahead.
Take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment?
Exactly. And that's crazy, because it makes me think about the times of what? It goes all back to, there's no new thing under the sun. What was they doing in the time of the wilderness? They were complaining about, what we going to eat to Moses? When we going to have water? You know, here it was that the Lord had broke what? The rock of Horeb, and he gave them water. He brought down quails for them to have meat. All right, but what ended up happening, man? They were still not giving praises unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So they ended up dying anyway, man. All right, go ahead.
Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns. Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much more better than they?
So the Lord, right? It's basically saying that the birds, right, the animals, they don't commit no sin at all, right? So they're not getting punished or anything for anything that they're doing wrong, all right? But the Lord still feed them. But are we not much more important to what they are? Of course we are, because we have dominion over all the birds. Right now, at this moment, we don't. But in the time, back in the ancient world, man, we had dominion over all animals, man. So we're more important than the actual animals, man. So what did it say?
It said, behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they?
Exactly. Go ahead.
Which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? Woo. And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin.
Right, keep going.
Okay. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore of the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which the day is, and tomorrow is cast into oven. Shall he not much more clothe you, O ye little of faith?
Yeah. So going back to what I was just reading, he was mentioning what? He was mentioning Solomon, right? Because he was basically saying, he compared him to what? The lily?
Yeah.
All right? Because, yeah, that's one of the Lord's favorite plants, is the lily. So that he's comparing, okay, Solomon, all right? He's comparing us to us being one of his favorites. All right? So by us being one of his favorites, the Lord's going to have care for his elect, man. The Lord's not going to leave you without a comforter, man, without comfort. He's going to be there to protect you, your shield, your buckler. All right, go ahead.
Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knows that ye have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
You see? So as long as you seek the kingdom first, you seek YAHAWAH'S, man, that you ain't even got to ask for that, man. The Lord already know what you want before you ask for it. All right? So he going to have it provided for you. He going to have it there for you when the time comes. Just like the brother was saying earlier, man, when the time comes that all these doomsday preppers and shit, they got their houses filled with food. That's going to be for us. We're going to run into places like that, man. We're going to be able to hide out in these places for a little while and eat at certain times, man. Matter of fact, there was a brother that had a dream that he did a video on it like 2 weeks ago. And he was talking about that, man. How basically we was all in a cave and we were all eating together, you know, Barakatah Yahweh this, Barakatah Yahweh that, you know, because the Lord's going to combine our brothers together, man, when the time comes. All right, he's gonna have us protected. All right, let's grab this. This is 2 Peter 2:9. It says, "The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished." You see, so the Lord, he gonna give us a certain, you know, certain trials and tribulations we're gonna go through, because it's gonna be a trial of our faith. But it's never gonna be something that we can't handle, man. The Lord's going, with the same temptation, he's going to deliver us out of these things, man. Because he knows that we can bear these moments. He knows that our mind is ready for this. That's what he's been getting us ready for the whole time. All right? Hold on, let me wipe the back of my phone. I know that shit's wet as hell. It is, right? Oh, shit. Salakia real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, but go ahead. You got something?
Yeah. Matthew 6:34. Take
back up a little bit. Go ahead.
Therefore,
matter of fact, let me bring this out. This is Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. See? Why? Because you were supposed to tend to the Lord while the door was open. That's the problem with Jake. Jake always can't wait. Jake always want to wait till the last minute till something's happening. You're supposed to tend to the Lord before all this destruction comes, man. But because you wanted to be, you know, you want to be in your prideful state of mind, All right, you missed that chance. You were supposed to seek the Lord while he may be found. All right, go ahead.
All right. Verse 34, I'm just finish it off. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take no thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
Yeah, read that one more time. Beautiful precept.
All right. Verse 34, Matthew 6. Take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take no thought for the things of itself.
Exactly, and that's why you're not supposed to what? You're not supposed to turn to the Lord, man. You're supposed to turn to the Lord ASAP. The moment you hear this word, man, you're supposed to take heed to this word. Like if you're an Israelite, all right? If you're a heathen nation, we can care less about that, man.
It's going to be destroyed anyway.
Exactly. We tell you to live your life. Live it up. Well, go ahead. Take no thought till tomorrow, man.
Max out the credit cards and all that.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take no thought for the things of itself. Just like they say in the world, man, time waits for no man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Matter of fact, what's that movie? What is it? The House Party movie? Yeah, it is the House Party movie. He said, time waits for no man. And it's the truth, though. The time ain't gonna wait for you. The Lord ain't gonna wait for you, man.
Right.
All right? The Lord been giving us chance after chance to turn back, man. And we just keep playing with this time. So after a while, it's like the door's being knocked on, but you ain't opening. So after a while, the door not gonna be knocked on anymore, man. The Lord gonna just assume nobody home. All right? That's right. The brother said the door's closing fast. Yeah. Everything is happening so fast. Why? Because the days of the elect is being shortened. Right? All right? The Lord promised that the day, for the elect's sake, that the days were going to be shortened. We're doing it. Here it was that Noah prophesied in 120 years, and we've been prophesying about 60 years, man. All right? Starting since Alpha Bivens came on the scene. About 60 years, almost 70 years. That's in half of that time. All right, we're not going to be here for 120 years prophesying. All right, this place is about to drop any minute. The economy is about to collapse right in front of your face, man. Lord willing, going into next year, this place is collapsing already. Okay? Our people are hard-headed. That's right. They stiff-necked people. All right? But what? Grab that for Luke 2 and 30. See, our people are stiff-necked, but what did the Lord say? In the land of our captivity, all right, we were going to remember ourselves. And who was the ones that were going to remember themselves? The elect. All right, those that were chosen from the before the foundation was even established, man. Go ahead.
Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
Go ahead, keep going.
And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. Here goes that name, man. Yep. For the people that say we don't know that we don't have. There is no name of the Lord, man. All right, and return from their stiff neck, from their wicked deeds, and they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord.
Exactly. I got a precept for that. This is Joshua 24 and 14. Now therefore fear the Lord Yahweh, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your father served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods of your father, which your father served, whether the gods which your father served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that's why, like I said, in the land of our captivities, we were going to remember ourselves, man. And we was going to remember the name of the Lord. And this is why we're out here with all sincerity and truth, all right, giving this word out, man. Here it is, me and the brother standing out here getting wet as hell, all right, looking like a fool to these people right here, all right. But that's us trying to give our diligence to make our election and calling sure. So wake our people up, man, to give hope unto the hopeful elect. All right, go ahead.
All right. Verse 34, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be the lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished.
So we're going to be the lords of it, man. See? That's how it goes to show that this is supposed to be our, that's like the world said, the Lord said, he said the world was created for our sakes. So we're going to be lords over it, man. It didn't say Esau was going to be lords over it. It didn't say any of these other heathen nations. It said we're going to be lords over it, man. All right? Go ahead.
And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people.
Exactly. Woo. Because the Lord said what? In the land that we were once casted away, and he said that we weren't his people. That's the same land that he was going to come back and tell us that we were his people, all right, which is here in America. Go ahead.
And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I had given them.
Woo! Matter of fact, yeah, because we're not going to be on the curse anymore. Yeah. We're not going to be on the captivities anymore, man.
That's the kingdom of heaven when we go back to the land, and then,
exactly,
and then we're going to be there forever. Man.
Exactly. So that's why us coming out on these highways and hedges, we call upon the name of the Lord, all right? We call on the righteous name, man, all right? Of a pure language like the scripture said we would, all right? Serving him in one consent, all right? Because he had gave us that name that we were supposed to get back. Before this truth, we were out calling on these bugged out names, all right? But now we're calling on the righteous name. And we all have testimonies on how the Lord has showed us this is real. All right. The Lord has taken us out of our wickedness and put us in the righteous steps. All right. And we're going to continue to serve the Lord with sincerity and the truth, man. Right. We're not going to break for nobody. All right. We're not caring what the next man thinks or how crazy we look. All right. Matter of fact, bring that out. 15, 2 Ezra 15 and 3. All right. Because all unfaithful is going to die in their unfaithfulness at the end of the day, man. When your ass see yourself starving, just remember that was you being unfaithful. Okay? All right. Start. Yeah, you can bring it up.
All right. 2 Ezra 15. All right. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Which will I put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Yeah, why do we speak the words of prophecy? Because the Lord YAHAWAH'S is the spirit of prophecy. So if you're not preaching prophecy, you're not preaching anything at all, man. Everything you're saying is irrelevant. Go ahead.
Right. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
So everything that's written in these scriptures is faithful and true, man. There's nothing. That's why the Lord said in let me grab that real quick. Isaiah 34. This is Isaiah 34 and I believe it's 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it has commanded in his spirit, and his spirit it has gathered them. And he has cast them, and that's the point. All right, so it says, seek ye out of the book, all right, meaning this Bible, that none shall want her mate. This Bible don't go with any other book out here, man. This Bible alone has all the answers you need. And it said that none of these shall fail, meaning what? None of these prophecies shall fail, man. So the Lord said what? He said they are faithful and true. Everything written in these scriptures is faithful and true. Go ahead.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against me.
Yeah, we're not going to fear what the next man is thinking about us, man. You got these people that they hate us, they despise us. You got some of these people out here that pretty much want to put us down, kill us, hang us, whatever you want to call it. We're not going to fear that. The Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. He gave us a sound mind. Let's go.
Fear not the imaginations against me. Let not the incredulity of them trouble me.
Yeah, let not the incredulity trouble thee, man. Meaning the things that these people are saying about you, man. Anything that got to do with you being persecuted, being looking like an asshole, making you look like you a nobody. All right, we're not worried about it, man. Go ahead.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee, for they speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yeah, because every type of person that ever tried to come up against the men of the Lord, all right, they ended up failing at the end of the day. All right, this is.
Yeah, the scripture say, if it not be of the Lord, it shall come to naught.
That's right. This is Matthew 5:11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you, falsely for my name's sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. You see, and they were doing it back in the ancient world. And that was basically us, that they were doing the same thing too, because the spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophet. All right. So when these people try to come up against us, it's not one thing. You're not hurting our feelings, man. If anything, that's going to be between you and YAHAWAH'S Yahushai. Because if you despise us, that means you despise the Lord. All right. If you despise Yahweh, that means you despise the Son. So that means you anti-Hamashiach, man. And anybody that's anti-Messiah, anti-Hamashiach is going to be destroyed, man. So go ahead.
All right.
That's pretty much it. No, go ahead. Keep reading.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
And this is why the plagues are going to come upon the world. Because we speaking these plagues into existence once. One. Two, because you're trying to come up against the word. All right. So the Lord's got to put you in check now. Go ahead.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, the famine, death, and destruction.
So here it is being said all over again what we have read before. All right. Death, destruction, famine. All right. And this is why you slowly start to see people starve out here, man. Go ahead.
For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Yeah, because while you thought you was in good case, wickedness is exceedingly polluting the whole earth. And to the point where it has reached unto the heavens, man. The Lord can't stand to see this place anymore, man. Just like in the time of Genesis 4, let's grab that, 6 real quick. Genesis 6 and 4, it says 5. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord Yahweh that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man who I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. You see, it's the same thing again, coming back. The Lord repented this place. All right, pretty much to the point where after he has saved the 8, all right, Noah and the sons, all right, and the wives, all right, what happened from there on, man? Just continual wickedness kept going more and more and more, all right, and especially after you had Alexander the Great, all right, the Greek Empire, all right, what happened with them? After the sons took over after Alexander, wickedness, exactly, the wickedness increased and multiplied even more. So you can only imagine how wicked it is now. It's more wicked than it was in those times, man. All right. Matter of fact, the Lord said it was more tolerable in the times of Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. Go ahead.
For wickedness, verse 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
What was the beginning of that sentence?
I will hold my tongue no more.
I will hold my tongue no more. This is why the men of the Lord are out here speaking this prophecy. Because the Lord's he's not holding his tongue no more, man. See, here it was before, you didn't hear about this good word, the good gospel, all right? The good tidings. But now the Lord not holding back his tongue no more. So he unleashing through the prophets, all right? Let me grab that real quick. Hosea This is Hosea 6 and 1, 6 and 5 actually, Salakia. Salakia. 6 and 1 more. Hosea 6 and 5. Therefore have I showed them by the prophets, I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. For I desired mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of Yahweh more than the burnt offerings. So the Lord speaks to his prophets, like it tells you in Luke 1 and 70, man. All right. So by that happening, now is the time that the Lord, all right, is, read that one more time. All right. He will hold his tongue no more. So this is why you see all the men that are of the elect, the Lord willing, we those men, we're out here on these highways and hedges constantly bringing out the word, man. That's the Lord speaking. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 15 and 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
That's right. And what is saying? Touching their wickedness. What did he say in Hosea? All right. Blood touches blood, man. So the Lord sees that how wicked this place is, and all you constantly keep getting is wickedness after wickedness, man, and nobody's learning from it. So after a while, what happens when you're a kid and you keep doing the same shit over and over after the Lord told you not to do it? I mean, after your mother and father told you not to do it, you get your ass whooped, man. Right. So it's the same thing with us. It's about that time because the Lord's been warning you over and over and you're still doing the wickedness, man. So it's time for you to get a great ass whooping. Go ahead.
Behold, the innocent and the righteous crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
And those are, and who are those? That's the elect. All right. Those are the ones that matter of fact, let me grab that.
It says they complain continually, man. The scripture say in what Ezekiel?
Ezekiel 9 and 5.
Yeah,
4, that's where I'm going. Spirit.
Yeah, that.
This is Ezekiel 9 and 4, and it says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said, in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. You see? So the Lord is going to come only for those, all right, that don't have the actual mark on their forehead, in their forehead. I'm over here thinking about another scripture. And what that means is not talking about the Quran, but it's talking about the Tawah. That mark of the mark of exemption, all right? You're gonna be exempt from judgment. So whoever doesn't have that mark, you're gonna be destroyed, man. And the Lord's not gonna have mercy upon you at all. Just like he said in 25 and 7 and 25, it says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. They shall seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest and the counsel of the ancients, man. You see? And that's what's going to happen. These people are going to be really seeking a whole vision. When all this destruction comes, then they're going to try to turn to the Lord. Then they're going to look for the men that was on the corners, all right? Looking stupid, all right? You might have one of these damn devils come knock on your door. You know, they might know where you live. You don't have to tell them to get the hell out your front yard, man. All right. As a matter of fact, let me just grab 7 and 9. It says, and mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee, and you shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that smiteth. And that's what's going to be one of those. Like I said, I will have no pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways. One of the ways you're going to end up being recompensed with is straight famine out here, man. No food whatsoever, man. All right? You getting thrust through by the sword. All right? Esau running down in your home, taking all your goods, taking you all to a FEMA camp, taking your woman and ravishing her right in front of you, maybe taking your kids and doing the same thing. All right, go ahead.
All right. Verse 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
And that's why the Lord's speaking up, because our people is being led as a flock to the slaughter, man. Each and one of us, all right. If we don't have Yahawashi, we're all gonna be led to the slaughter, man. We're gonna be destroyed out here, man. No one can make it out of here unless we have Yahawashi. You see, and that's why the Lord is showing you that without Yahawashi, you can't make it out here, man.
Yeah, and we need Yahawashi to come back because we can't do it on our own.
That's right.
He has to take down this man for us.
That's right.
So we could be risen up, man.
That's right. He has to take back his kingdom, man. At the end of the day, it's his kingdom to begin with, man. All right.
Verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
And that's that mighty hand that he's constantly coming with all the time. The Lord is always stretching out his arm to you, man. Letting you know, here, this is the way. Basically jump in my palm. You see? I got you. But nobody wants to take heed. Go ahead.
Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
I'm about to put it over here because I think it's coming. I think the rain is coming from over there. And it's wetting the shit out of my damn phone. Slocky. I just don't want the rain to get in the hole. All right. Yeah, hold that real quick. This is Revelations 18:8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges her. That's exactly what's going to happen to America. It's going to be all in one day. America's going to be destroyed in 1 hour, man. All right? 1 hour, 1 day. Okay? So when it tells you 1 day, we know that the Lord's time frame is different from everybody else's. All right? So, hey, that's going to come in sporadically, man, real quick. Now look at this guy. This guy's bugged out. Both of them bugs. All right. This is Micah 3:4. It says, then shall they cry unto the Lord Yahweh, but he will not hear them. He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doings. So the Lord's gonna hide his face from your wicked ways, man. All right. Got bug outs like that that's just gonna be demolished out here, man. Here it is, you passed through this whole moment right here and ain't even stopped to think. Go ahead.
All right.
Bugged out.
Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and the punishment of the Most High shall bring upon it.
You bring this out, Matthew 5:18. It says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled, man. Everything here has to be fulfilled. Every single thing written in these scriptures is going to come to pass, man. Even when we get to the kingdom, there's going to be things coming to pass that are written in these scriptures. Because prophecy's still going to be playing out when we hit the kingdom, man. All right?
Still prophecy that got fulfilled, like Esau going into slavery.
That's right.
And
us enjoying the time.
Then being wiped out.
That's right.
That's a prophecy. That prophecy of Obadiah is not going to happen until that slavery.
Or even just the simplest prophecy of us living forever.
Yeah.
That's going to be a prophecy that's forever, that never ends. That's going to be a continual prophecy for the rest of our lives, man. That's how alive this book is, man. That this book is, it got no end. It has no end because we're going to be living forever, man. So that's going to be a prophecy that's literally playing out forever and ever, man. All right? Even when the prophecy of the other heathen nations, when they go back to their rightful lands and they're under our rulership, man. That's a prophecy that's forever. So that means that this book is never going to be shut, literally, man. Because it has to keep playing out, man, to all be fulfilled. All right? Go ahead. Yeah, you might as well keep going, sis.
Verse 13, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail,
Go ahead.
And with a fearful consolation.
And you see that now, man. You know, the farming systems ain't the same no more. All right. You got these you know what they use, the almanac, I think it is. What is it, the almanac? To be able to tell what's going, how they're gonna plant the next year's crops and all that. You know, none of that shit is working, man. Now you got Kill Gates that's basically buying off all the lands, all the different farms. All right. So there is no more farming, so they can just feed you what? Synthetic meats. All right. GMO, you know, fruits and veggies. That's why we got GMO babies running around all over this place. All right. Go ahead.
All right. Verse 14, and woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Everybody that's in this world, man. Woe unto them. Destruction. All right. To everybody that's dwelling in this place. Go ahead.
Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
And that's what's about to come out here. Race wars, man. Civil war. All right. People standing up against the governments. You're seeing it on a worldwide scale now. Watch how bugged out this is. You seeing it on a worldwide. Yeah, she bugged out. She over there doing dances and flips, bro. Oh, that me too. But regardless, but at the end of the day, all right, go ahead, read that again.
Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Exactly, swords in their hands, all right? You're going to see a whole lot of civil war. You're going to see sedition among men, people standing up against the governments, and we're seeing this on an international scale, all right? Because the Lord is showing you what's about to happen to America, but he's showing you what's going to happen to all these international countries first, man. See, all these economies are going to collapse on the outside first, and then America's going to collapse. Go ahead.
Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Exactly. Go ahead.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, it's gonna go back into that whole lockdown, man. We had that lockdown in 2020. People were bugged out. They couldn't come out of their houses. All right. People was ready to throw their children in the damn garbage can, man. They couldn't stand that their kids wasn't in school. This time it's going to be even worse, man. This time it ain't going to be, all right, we're sitting on a house for 4 or 5 months, no work. You know, we're out here trying to figure out what we can do. No, you're going to have martial law troops everywhere, man. You're going to have checkpoints. You ain't going to be able to go to the store without actually you running into a checkpoint, man. That's how they going to have all these Karagma stations, man. They're going to have these little stations set up. And if you want to continue on, they're going to ask you right then and there to go ahead and get that damn thing in your, that Rice Krispie treat in your damn hand, man. Go ahead.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled and the houses shall be destroyed.
See, so the Lord's telling you because of the pride, going back to the what? The miseries of that's going to be brought upon those that are prideful, man. The city shall be troubled, man. That means the whole city going to be in lockdown. All right. The martial law troops coming up in your homes, man, taking you to these FEMA camps. Go ahead.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, they're going to destroy your house. All right. You're going to have these people running up in your house, these criminals running up in your house. All right. They're going to be spoiling your goods. All right. Going back to what? Because iniquity abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Go ahead.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for great tribulation.
Yeah, because of the famine, man. There ain't gonna be no food out here, man. So people gonna be scavengers out here, man. And because you don't have YAHAWAH'S, which YAHAWAH'S is the true bread of life, all right, you're gonna have to run into these tribulations right here. As opposed to those that are of the elect, those that are doing the will of the Lord, we're not gonna have to worry about these things, man. The Lord gonna have a protection hedge around us at the end of the day. Go ahead.
All right. Behold, saith the Lord. Behold, saith the Lord. I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south of the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves against one another and repay the things that they have done to them.
Yeah, and that's going to be the main thing. All these damn countries going to turn against each other. All right. As a matter of fact, I'll grab it real quick.
That's war, man.
That's war.
That's World War III.
That's right. You got
World War.
This is Second Ezra's. All right, Second Ezra's.
Is this all you guys have been speaking on?
That's right. Second Ezra's 13 and Second Ezra's 13. She bugged though, bro. Look, she ain't talking to nobody. Oh, he's talking to this nigga. 13 and where's it at? 13 and 31. The Second Ezra's 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High Yahweh will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, one realm against another. You see? And that's that whole, basically that spiritual warfare that these people don't understand, man. That the Lord has, good against evil being set upon the earth, man. Going against each other to set up the righteous, all right, to set up the godly. That's that division that the Lord is bringing upon the earth, man. Straight division, not peace, but division. Right. All right. Those that are sinners are going to be destroyed, and those that are godly are going to be, they're going to reach salvation, Lord willing.
Going to separate the sheep from the goat.
That's right. All right. So going back into, let me jump into Isaiah 24. Let me get there real quick. Slakia. Isaiah 24 and this is Isaiah 24, and I'll start from the top. It says, behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with his mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has spoken this word. Grab Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, and the word of the Lord languisheth. The world. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, and the haughty people of the earth do languish. It says, The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Meaning what? This word. All right. And because you have destroyed, all right, the word of the Lord, all right, he has to destroy you now. All right. Go ahead. What did I tell you, grab? Yeah, 55 and 11.
Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yo, so everything that the Lord has written in this book, right, that he has said is going to come to pass, is going to come to pass, because the Lord is not a man that he shall lie. All right. Like the brother had brought out before, man. Everything written in this book, not a jot or a tittle, all right, is going to come to pass to all be fulfilled. Okay. So go ahead. Bring that one more time. All right. Matter of fact, start up one.
Isaiah 55 and 10. All right. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth and make it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater.
Yeah. So the same way that the Lord brings the rain and it comes down and it doesn't return exactly, and it makes everything bud out here grow. All right. It's the same way this word is going to be set forth. All right, and it's going to be declared, like it tells you in 2 Ezra 6 and 27, man. The truth that's been so long without fruit, all right, it's going to be declared at the end of the day. Go ahead.
For as the rain come down and the snow from heaven and return not thither, but watereth the earth and make it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yeah, so everything that the Lord said in this book is going to come to pass, man. Not one of these things are going to come back to him void, man. So when he tells you that famine is coming upon the earth and people going to starve and die, that's what's going to happen. When he tells you that the MOTB is going to be set right in front of your face and that you're not going to buy or sell without these things, that means that's what's going to happen, man. When the Lord said he's going to destroy this place with nuclear missiles, all right, with World War III, that means that that's going to come to pass, man. So if you don't take heed of this word, that means you're going to have to be put down. All right? The hell is that? Got a whole popo. Got them bright ass lights. So going back to Isaiah, Isaiah 24 and 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. It says, because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Go to Job 10 and 20. Baba Kushal. All right, why? Because there is no order here, man. Everything is turned upside down with this damn devil. The so-called white man has flipped everything upside down to his shit, man. He wants you to think that he the holy people. He wants you to think that you the scum of the earth, man. Go ahead.
All right, Job 10 and 20. Are not my days few?
Yeah, we have days few. As a matter of fact, since YAHAWAH'S came on the scene, all right, 2 days ago, according to the Lord, all right, he'd been telling you that the kingdom was already at hand at that time. So the days are here were numbered. The days here were few. Go ahead.
All right. Are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and the shadow of death without any order, or where the light is as darkness.
You see, so everything here is without order, man. And this is why the Lord got to bring us back, all right, and reset this whole place like it was in the beginning. Because in the beginning, what was it? It was just void, darkness, meaning all the elements was just in the air floating around, but the ordinance of everything wasn't yet set. All right, but when the Lord started to say, "What? Let there be light," then then the light went into its order. You know, then you had the light of the sun, and then you had the light of the moon. It was everything was being put into its order. But now we're at the time where everything is destroyed. There is no order on this earth, man. So this is why the Lord, as much as you got the Illuminati that wants to give you the great reset, you got the Lord that wants to give you an even greater reset of bringing this place down to naught. All right. So going back to Isaiah 24 and 6, therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And those few men left that's going to be out here is going to be the elect, man. Everything out here is going to be destroyed. All right? Everything here is going to be destroyed. It says, the new wine mourneth, and the vine languisheth, and all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabrets ceaseth, and the noise of them that rejoice endeth, and the joy of the harp ceaseth. And that goes back to what we was reading earlier, with the daughters of music being brought low. All right, everything being shut in the streets. Okay, the grinders of the seas being brought low. Everything here is going to be stopped. It says, the mirth of the tabrets ceaseth, and the noise of them that rejoice endeth. Ain't gonna be no more festivities and people being happy, you know, trying to find some type of mirth. It's gonna be nothing but sad ass faces, man.
That's what you read.
Grab gross darkness of the people. Yeah. You know, because that's what people have right now. They still trying to find a way, even though this place still trying to find a way to find fucking happiness, man. All right. The only thing you should be happy about is that the Lord is about to return, man. That the Lord is about to set he's about to set righteousness upon this earth for us to really enjoy this place, man. Not in misery, all right, not in modern day slavery, you know, being a captive to this damn society, man. When you know the earth was created for your sakes. All right, go ahead. Oh, it's not coming up. I think it's in just put gross darkness, it'll come up like that. Oh. Yeah, you gotta go to Blue Letter for that. I think it's in forgot where it is too. I think it's in let's say Isaiah 32. It is Isaiah 32, right? 60. Oh yeah. One, I think 32.
I'll start at the top.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 60. All right. Arise, shine, for the light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Yeah, see, the darkness is going to cover the earth, which we're going to actually have that pretty soon too. When they cut this grid off, all right, and you have all this power grid just shut down, it's going to be complete darkness out here, man.
They're going EMP this shit, man.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, it's going to be orchestrated, man.
Yeah.
Because that's how they're going to be able to run up in your homes without you knowing. All right, they don't want. See, this guy's a sly, treacherous serpent.
What they going to do? Excuse me. What they going to do is purposely shut all this off and say it was the EMP and all. They just
that's right.
It's going to be one big lie.
Well, it goes back to this damn devil being a serpent.
Yeah.
And what is it exactly? And what is he, a cunning hunter? So he knows exactly how to hunt his prey. He gonna cut the lights out of this place. He gonna cut your phones off. You're not gonna be able to go tell somebody across the world this is what happening. Mm-hmm. All right, because by then the whole international world gonna be done. They're gonna be through. All right, they're gonna already be in total lockdowns. All right, thrown in FEMA camps and all that shit, man. So he gonna come and tell you that this is an EMP. We're being under attack. We're being under attack. And this place is gonna be shut down completely. No phones. No TV, none of that, man. It's going to be total purge out here. All right, go ahead. It says gross darkness to people, meaning the ignorance of people, man. People is ignorant as hell already. Imagine how much ignorance in that time. Go ahead.
Arise, shine, for the light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. All right. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising.
I got something for that, as a matter of fact. Read that one more time. I said the gross darkness of the people, right?
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall rise upon thee, and the glory shall be seen upon thee. There's another scripture.
What I'm thinking about is because there's another scripture where it tells you there's going to be blackness on their faces and all that. Okay. With it going into missiles and all that too, but there's going to be darkness in their faces, man. They're going to be pale of what's going on. They're going to be sick to their stomach, all right? But going into that blackness, right? Darkness, gross darkness covering the people's faces, right? 1 Corinthians, if I can get there. 1 Corinthians, come on. This is 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Salakia 4 and 6. And it says, for Yahweh who commanded the light to shine out of darkness has shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh in the face of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So because we are the children of the light, that's never going to cover us, man. That gross darkness is not going to cover us. Ignorance is not going to cover us, man. Because we know better than to be like that, man. Because to have ignorance is for you to be proud as hell. And that's when one departed from their maker. Pride was not intended for man. Pride was not created for man, all right, to show in the face of the Lord. The Lord hates pride. All right, so by us having this knowledge and wisdom, we're going to be stable. We're not going to have that gross darkness taking over our faith. You have something you're going to say? Oh, you forgot? All right. So going into that, what time is it? About to start wrapping it up anyway. See what brothers got up on here. That's right. This is Isaiah 40 and 8. It says, the grass withereth. Let me see if you have something up. Yeah. It says, the grass withereth and the flower fadeth, but the word of our power, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, shall stand forever, man. You see? So the word's Lord is, I mean, the word of the Lord is always going to stand, man. It's not going to come back to him void. All right. This is Numbers 23 and 19. Yahweh is not a man that he should lie, neither shall the son of man that he should repent. Has he, Salakia, neither the son of man that he should repent, and has, Salakia, that the son of man that he should repent, has he said, and shall he not do it? Or has he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Now I need to put my lighting on this shit. Hold on real quick. Give me 1 second. Salakia. There you go. Shit, it's dark as hell, bro. This is why we need them new bodies. We need new eyes and everything, boy. This is eternal. Titus 1 and 2, and it says, in hope of eternal life, which Yahweh that cannot lie promised before the world began. Yeah, because everything that we're reading about was promised to us before the world began. It was all predestined. All right. Even this place being destroyed was predestined for this place to be destroyed, man.
The Lord said he declared the end from the beginning.
The beginning, that's right. It says the Lord showed me a dream about the darkness coming, no power on the grid. Yeah, man. A lot of brothers is having dreams about these things, man. And the Lord said that. But grab that. That's in Acts. I think it's in the 2nd chapter. Acts 2 and I want to say like 10. You know, because we're gonna our children gonna have dreams. Yeah. All right. Older men gonna have visions and things like that. You know, the Lord shows us through these dreams and visions, but not all dreams are you can actually take them and run with them, because some of these dreams are just, dreams. Dreams are for fools sometimes. But if they can correlate with the scriptures and you can filter it with the scriptures, when that's the Lord showing you a sign, man. All right. I think it's like this one. I could be off on the Acts 2. Might be a different one. It says it's going to be hell of a time to be on earth. Yeah. See, it's going to be a hell of a time to be on earth for us. You see, because we understand all right, that salvation is right around the corner. You know, especially, listen, once we're in that full effect of Jacob's trouble, man, we already know what time it is, man. Because that's when we're going to start seeing these 2/3 start dying out here. All right, that's when you're going to see all the hell breaking loose. And whatever's remaining, all right, those are going to be the ones that are going to comply with the MOTB, you know. Because a lot of people going to fight it off in the beginning. A lot of people going to try to stand up against that government. A lot of people not going to like that they're going to have to go through that scenario, man. All right? So those 1/3 that's going to be thrust through with the sword, they're going to end up dying off. And then it's just going to be that much easier, all right, for the ones that remain, for them to tell them, well, you know what? You want to continue. You want to eat. You want to drink. Well, you going to have to take this charagma. They can't tell the whole world to take it. It's just not going to work like that, man. It has to be a certain amount out here, you know, dead, being killed off already. Because the less people they have to deal with, the easier it is to gain the control over them, man. Got it? Yeah.
Joel,
that's another one too, yeah.
Joel 2:28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions.
That's right. So that's why our people, you know, especially brothers that's in this truth, man, they being heavy in the spirit when you fast and things like that, man, the Lord reveal a lot of things onto you when you fasting, man.
Oh, yeah.
The Lord will hit you with real dreams right there, man. Straight visions that you feel like it's happening already. And when you wake up, you can't breathe, man. Because that's the Lord showing you what's about to happen out here, man.
The Lord said, "While prayer and fasting."
That's right. That's right. This is yeah, I'll read this. This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as was since there was a nation. And 2, it says, even that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Yeah, the ones that are written in the book of life, the elect. All right, and only the elect is going to understand the judgments that's coming upon the earth, man. We're going to be made pure. We're going to be made holy. All right, but the wicked, they're not going to understand any of the shit that's going on, man. And that's why they're going to seek that vision of a prophet at that point.
Like the book of Daniel say, none of the wicked shall understand, man.
Exactly. That's in 12:10.
Yeah.
Yeah, these devils. Hey, man, you ain't the only one. Well, I don't, where you at? I forgot. Yeah, you in Cali. Over here, man, Satan been fucking with my phone this whole week. I can't even get lessons in. They all buffering, all of that, man. Even when I'm watching brothers and all that, but it could be more because of the storm. This whole
yeah, my shit.
Because it's probably because of the this whole Ian shit, this hurricane, which all that shit is all. That's also it's all harped out in all of that, man. That's weather modification, man. They're able to control the weather to the point where they can do whatever the hell they want with it, man. Why you think the damn hurricanes always hit in the same exact spot every single time? And then what happens is a hurricane will come around, hit a spot, that shit go right back around and come back. It's the same storm coming back, building itself up to be a superstorm. The same storm will pass 4 or 5 times and they got 4 or 5 different names for it when it's basically the same exact storm, man. That's the times that we're living in, man. That's the time of the Lord putting the intelligence on his devil to come down on us with great wrath, man. To do all these things, to give you the signs, all right, of what's happening right in front of you, man. But these people will be like, oh, it's just a weather storm. It's just, you know.
They think nothing of it.
They think nothing of it, man. When there's like 100 HARP stations worldwide, man, where they're able to control every type of weather that comes around our way. These storms, they could pretty much, and with that whole CERN shit, they could probably pretty much start a whole damn hurricane in the middle of the ocean out of nowhere, man, if they want to.
It's just our people don't know nothing. They don't know things like this. like this exist and all that, man. They just don't have no knowledge of nothing.
Oh, he in Georgia.
You know?
Oh, so yeah, you feeling it. You feeling the effects of this hurricane coming right now. So that I feel like that's been a lot of the problems with the phones lately. But at the end of the day, it could also be, we know it's Esau. We know it's Satan messing around with our phone, man. Because here it is, all these wicked ass people got full service. Full service, but when it comes to us, we got all this crazy ass, you know, tribulation with the phone. Our phone going through tribulation along with us. Right. But hey, I'm gonna end it off on that note through the spirit. All right. Lord willing that the lesson was edifying, and we, you know, we come back out here on Thursday 140. All right, we have to handle something before close and all that. So Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Call Haloim La, Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. For the next one, Shalom. We fighting the good fight of faith as always. And may Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi continue to bless you brothers and sisters in this truth. All right? Shalom, shalom.